Donald Trump has just set his Trump Liberation Day tariffs. Let's have a look at how it's affecting the markets live. So when we look at the S&P equal weight index, that is the RSP, that is down over, let's have a look here, it's down almost 2%. The RSP, the equal weight, is down almost 2%. When we look at the S&P 500 or VOO, that is currently down 2.41%, and the S&P is now back at that 10% drop. The S&P in total is down over 10%, 10.23%. So it's back at that critical level, and it does need to hold, or we could see some further deterioration. If things aren't that bad, maybe 2-3% drop from here. So the S&P would probably have a total fall of about 14%, providing that the economy stays in shape, providing that the Federal Reserve does not get bearish and signal increases of interest rates due to potential what they would say inflationary effects of the tariffs. Jerome Powell did speak not long ago, a week or two ago, and he has said that he does believe that these tariffs are transitory, and they should be, it should be a one-off effect, so not sustainable, lasting inflation. When we look at the Nasdaq 100, the QQQ, it has dropped after hours 3.23%. Total from its high, that would be a 15% drop. I could see that dropping a little bit more in the good case scenario. Worst case scenario, if there's a lot more uncertainty in the markets, then it could get a lot worse. So that's the VOO and QQQ. Again, VOO 10%, slid a few percent after hours, and QQQ down 15%. It slid a few percent after hours. So what I'm also going to do now is see how much the largest stocks have fell, the large big tech stocks, your Apple, your Microsofts, your Nvidias, and your Google and Amazon. So we'll quickly fly through them. So Microsoft sitting at 381 at the close, dropped 1.85% in after hours. Nvda was 110 at the close. After hours, since Trump announced the tariffs, it has fell around 5%, touching its lows. It's currently sitting at 105, so we'll see how far that drops. We've got Google, which is trading at a very low PE. You're talking about a 19.73 PE. In the after hours now, it'd probably be even lower, which we'll see tomorrow. But Google dropped almost 3% in the after hours. And the last one we'll look at, well, two more, we'll look at Amazon. It was 195 before when it closed at the closing bell. It dropped down 4.6% in the after hours, so almost 5%, sitting at 186. Amazon sitting at a PE, well, at the drop at 35, which is a good historical PE for Amazon. So Amazon's looking attractive here. Google's looking attractive. Nvda is currently sitting at a PE of 30. There's a PE of, let's see, around about 37. which is historically good. It's a forward PE of a lot less. And Apple, let's see what's happened to that in after hours. That's tanked. It was sitting at 224 prior at the close, and it's now dropped almost 6.47%. So out of the magnificent the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Apple has been hit the most. I'm assuming this is because a lot of Apple's products come from China, and if they get hit, there's going to be a price rise when products get imported into the USA, meaning less people will potentially buy Apple, meaning it's going to affect its revenues, therefore its earnings per share and share price. So that's probably why that's getting priced in at the moment on the stocks. So that's where we're at. It's just a quick overview. I'll leave it there for the meantime. I still think, once everything dies down and at least we know where we stand, if Trump doesn't do any more craziness, we should see a rise back to key levels in the market. But let's keep this close. Let's see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. This is Equity Matrix. Nice meeting you. Speak soon.